Welcome back. Let's turn to the top political story today, where Rahul Gandhi, the Congress president, sounded the poll bugle in poll-bound Madhya Pradesh. He held a roadshow in Bhopal along with top Congress leaders from the state, promising change and a respite from what he called crony capitalism. But on the eve of the roadshow, there were many posters that came across showing Rahul with a Shivling and describing him as a Shiv Bhakt. Once again raising the question, is the Congress desperately trying to reaffirm its Hindu credentials? Take a look.
Rahul Gandhi is fighting the battle of his life. The Congress president so far has nothing to show for in terms of states. Since 2014, the Congress has suffered a series of defeats. And Madhya Pradesh, the Congress feels, is up for grabs. Launching his campaign from Bhopal, Rahul targeted the Narendra Modi government over a wide range of issues, from scams to demonetization.
नीरव मोदी, मेहुल चौकसी, मेहुल भाई, वो चोर नहीं है, मगर हिंदुस्तान का किसान अगर कर्ज वापस नहीं देता तो वो चोर है.
While Shivraj Singh Chauhan faces massive anti-incumbency after 13 years in power, what has caught the attention of people and poll pundits is Rahul's new avatar as a Shiv Bhakt, which many say is soft Hindutva in a new package.
और जो मानसरोवर है, अगर व्यक्ति वहां चला जाता है, तो एक प्रकार से वापस आने पे सब कुछ बदल जाता है. सोच बदल जाता है, सोच बदल जाती है और एक गहराई से आ जाती है.
While religion-based politics is hardly new in the country, and as 2019, the Congress is fighting to foil the BJP campaign to paint the grand old party as an appeaser of Muslims. With Himinder Sharma in Bhopal, Bureau Report, India Today.
So let's just reflect on two images that have played out in the last few days. We have Rahul Gandhi now projecting himself, or the party projecting Rahul as a Shiv Bhakt, with all its posters put up in Madhya Pradesh, and the Prime Minister in Indore last week reaching out to the Dawoodi Bohra community, attending a special gathering of the Saidna there in Indore. Two images, one of Rahul Gandhi as Shiv Bhakt, the Prime Minister reaching out to Dawoodi Bohras. What's the message? Let's go to our face-off. So joining me on my face-off this evening, Sambit Patra, the BJP's evergreen spokesperson in saffron in my studio, and also joining me Sanjay Jha of the Congress party. Appreciate the two of you joining us. Let's start with you, Mr. Jha, because it's the Congress that has to today respond to those pictures I'm showing you on the screen. Rahul Gandhi being projected as a Shiv Bhakt. We've heard the Congress's spokesperson Randeep Surjewala the other day say being a Brahmin is in the DNA of the Congress. Now Rahul as a Shiv Bhakt, that he's come back from Kailash Mansarovar. What's the message the Congress wants to send with posters like this in Madhya Pradesh?
Rajdeep, I think Mr. Gandhi has explained this in graphic detail earlier, saying that the religion one practices is a matter of personal and private faith. What I would like to question actually is, why does the BJP stoop to the lowest possible level when Mr. Gandhi goes to Kailash Mansarovar? I mean, who's appointed the BJP or the RSS to be the custodians of my great religion of Hinduism? I mean, who are the BJP and the RSS to give me? I'm a Hindu, I'm a Brahmin. Do I need to get a certificate from the BJP or the RSS about my religious?
No, you don't need to get a certificate, but why do you need the posters? Why do you need to emphasize in a way your Hindu credentials? We saw it in Gujarat, Janyudhari Hindu. Now we are seeing it Rahul as Shiv Bhakt. What's the need for it? BJP is no one to give you certificates, but why are you trying to emphasize the fact that your leader is ultimately, after all, a real Hindu?
Well, Rajiv, let me tell you, if you follow what Mr. Gandhi is saying, and what our Madhya Pradesh campaign is, with both Mr. Kamal Nath and Mr. Jyotiraditya Scindia and Mr. Digvijay Singh, who have been out in the campaign trail for a while, we are talking about the dumper scam. We are talking about the DMAT scam. We are talking about the ugly, macabre reaffirm scam. We are talking about the e-tendering scam. the violence that happened when the farmers were attacked at Mandsaur. I mean, the huge...
So why not any posters on that? Why are the posters not about the dumper scan? Why are they not about agrarian distress? Why this overt attempt somewhere to try and project your leader as a true Hindu? You've got Kamal Nath also saying he's going to have a Gaushala in every district. I get a sense that you are trying somewhere to tell the BJP you have no monopoly on Hinduism, we are as Hindu as you. That's a subtext as well.
Rajdeep, let me tell you the straightforward answer to that. The Congress party doesn't have to prove its secular credentials to anybody. We adhere to the constitution. India is a secular liberal democracy. The Congress party is pro-Hindu, the Congress party is pro-Muslim, the Congress party is pro-Jains, the Congress party is pro-Sikhs, the Congress party is pro-Jews, the Congress party is pro-Buddhist. We are not like the BJP, which follows a hardline communal polarization game. And it is coming from Amit Shah, it comes from Narendra Modi, it comes from Mohan Bhagwat. I mean, you know, the Sangh Parivar is eventually, as the elections are coming close, are indulging in perhaps a rabid form of religious polarization. You heard Mohan Bhagwat's speech in Chicago. What was he talking about when he said wild dogs will attack a lion? So ultimately, the Congress party is doing what it should, is to appeal to all sections of India. And we don't have to apologize. We don't have to explain to anybody why Mr. Gandhi goes to a temple, why he goes to a mosque, why he goes to a synagogue, why he goes anywhere. This is a matter of his personal faith, and the Congress party will adhere to being a secular party, which is our true inherent credential.
Therefore, then, Dr. Patra, the Congress is claims that they're trying to distinguish their vision of Hinduism from your vision. They say their vision is inclusive. Rahul Gandhi, according to Sanjay Jha, will go to a mosque, he'll go to a temple, he'll go to a synagogue, he'll go to a church. The BJP, on the other hand, is effectively practicing Hindutva, which, according to the Congress, is only about the Hindus.
Rajdeep, it's extremely amusing that suddenly the Congress party wants to be a Hindu party as well. And thankfully, I would say this is Achhe Din for the Hindus. Because for all these years, the bashing that the Hindus have received in the name of secularism, you know, the distorted definition of secularism, where it was always appeasement and no justice for Hindus. Appeasement for a section, no justice for Hindus. We have seen Mr. Rahul Gandhi, in fact, in the WikiLeaks as to how he had said that I'm more afraid and more concerned about the Hindu terrorism rather than LET. And remember, the word Hindu terrorism was coined, quote unquote, to appease a section, and Hindu terrorism was the word which was used by subsequent home ministers of the Congress party, including Mr. Chidambaram and Mr. Sushil Kumar Sindhe. We had heard as to how Mrs. Sonia Gandhi cried for 3 nights when she saw the dead bodies of Atankwadis and terrorists in the Batla House encounter. From there, suddenly they want to become Janeudhari and they want to become Hindu. I always say...
They are claiming to be inclusive in their Hinduism. You are seen to be exclusive in your Hinduism. Your Hinduism is seen to be Muslim bashing, which is why, to correct that impression, the Prime Minister is also going to meet the Dawoodi Bora chief Saidna, reach out. So the reach out, the imagery, the symbolism takes place on both sides.
See, बदलते हुए मौसम का बदलता हुआ फसाना हूँ मैं. गुजरात में जनेऊधारी हिंदू तो बिहार उत्तर प्रदेश में मौलाना हूँ मैं. That is how the Congress party functions, and I believe it is because of 2019. Suddenly they have dusted out that Antony Commission report where Mr. Antony had mentioned that we look like a Muslim party. Remember, the Samajwadi Party also had come out of the report after the UP elections that Congress and we together looked almost like a Muslim party, and that's the reason as to why Congress got only 7 seats.
The answer for that cannot be the Shamshan Ghat Kabristan comparison that the Prime Minister makes. They can be accused of playing whatever you call it, soft Hindu politics. You are accused of playing direct politics aimed at consolidating your Hindu vote.
No, nothing like that. You know, since ages, ironically, this country never cared for the majority, and a country which always sees demeaning its majority.
How can you say never cared for the majority?
Did it care?
Are you telling me that? Are you telling the majority has been left out in this country? Let's go through any social and economic indicator.
Rajdeep,
while they have much to answer for on soft Hindu, you are also pursuing this propaganda. You are telling me Hindus have been left out.
This is the same Rajdeep Sardesai and the same Sambit Patra who debated when the former Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, came out and said that, well, yes, the first right over the resources in this country lies with the Muslims. And And remember, then there was a section not only in media but in Indian polity which was justifying that. My question today is why? Why one particular community has to have the first right? Why not everyone together?
Dr.
And
Singh
today the
was
same
saying that those who are left out have the first right over resources based on the such a report where on socio-economic conditions Muslims
I
have
have
been
the
left
complete
behind.
statement, pull out the complete statement. Yes, of course he used the word minority, thereafter saying particularly the Muslims. Remember, it's not that we can fool the people
Are
of the...
you saying for 72 years Hindus have been left out of the development process? Are you really going to say that seriously today to me?
Rajdeep, let me tell you. From the first Prime Minister, including Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who came out with a statement saying that I'm only a Hindu by the accident of birth. I am Muslim by my civilizational thought process. I am an Englishman by my education. So he was an accidental Hindu. Remember, that was the thought process of the fountainhead of the Gandhi family. From there we have
He was a liberal Indian citizen.
Exactly.
Who reached out to every community. He reached out to every community.
Exactly. That is what I had to say. Just a second, Rajdeep. In the name of liberalism, where you took Hindus for granted, where you bashed Hinduism, from there suddenly you become DNA of Brahmins and Janeudhari Hindus. Remember, there's a lot of difference between fancy dress competition and the reality.
Okay,
when the reality is available, photocopies are never options.
Okay, let Sanjay Jha respond. Sanjay Jha, these are strong words coming from Sambit Patra. He is saying the Congress is moving from one extreme to the other. There is a conscious attempt, let's be very clear, to somewhere arrest this propaganda which the BJP maybe has spread or has moved, that the Congress is a Muslims party, and therefore you now want to in some way remove that propaganda, and these posters and Rahul Gandhi going temple hopping is part of that, to erase any such impression that the BJP wants to project the Congress as a Muslims only party.
Rajdeep, a very pertinent platform for me to tell the viewers of India Today, a channel that I respect a lot, about the lie being spread by the BJP, the lie being spread by the spokesperson sitting here on your channel today. And this comes from the highest command, from even the birthday boy, Mr. Narendra Modi. Dr. Manmohan Singh said, and when he talked about first rights on India's natural resources, he talked about not just the minorities, he talked about the scheduled caste, he talked about the scheduled tribe, he talked about women, he talked about children, he talked about all those who are disadvantaged. And look at what kind of mendacity and blatant lies Sambit Patra is saying. He picks up only the Muslims. And this is, I think, treachery with the people of India. This is betraying the viewers of India today, because the BJP is now nothing but an epitome of fake news. Now, let me answer your question. The truth is, why is the BJP today in panic? Why is Sambit Patra, Narendra Modi, Amit Shah talking of NCR in Rajasthan? Because the truth is, there is a serious job crisis. The truth is, inflation is rising. The truth is, the rupee is soaring. The truth is that you have petrol prices.
So why don't you just focus on that? Why don't you just focus on that instead of emphasizing the DNA of your party or the fact that Rahul is Janeudhari? Focus on that. Focus on the economy. Make it a single point focus. Focus on the alleged scams that you claim the Madhya Pradesh government is involved. I get a sense the Congress wants to send mixed messages. That's the issue that many people have with your party, that you all send, you want to a little bit of the Hindu card and you want to play the card of embarrassing the government on the economy or targeting the government on the economy. Why not focus on what? What is the need for a Kailash Yatra, for example? What was the need for a Kailash Yatra at a time when fuel prices are rising? Why doesn't Rahul Gandhi focus on the real issues?
Rajdeep, can I make one point here, since you mentioned about the Kailash Mansarovar trip of Mr. Rahul Gandhi? He had a very providential escape when he was in an aircraft during the Karnataka campaign. Listen, I'll tell you something. I mean, there are so many people who believe that, they get a second piece of life, and you're thankful to God for that. And this is a personal sentiment. I don't want to even comment on it. I have no comment on it. I think neither does Narendra Modi or Sambit Patra. But let me make this point here, that end of day, the Congress party has been at the center for 54 years. You think with 80% Hindu population,
okay, I'm getting your point.
So politically desperate. Now they are telling you and me that the majority should fear the minority. 80% of India should fear 14%. I mean, this is the most bizarre arithmetic, the kind you see on the social media page when they talk about it.
Let Sambit respond to that. Sambit Patra, somewhere you are engaging in fear mongering. You are engaging. Okay, your point is taken. Mr. Jha, your point is taken because I'm having a problem with the audio, but Sambit Patra, it's very clear what Mr. Jha is saying and what many of your critics will say. You are engaging in fear-mongering among the majority. The minorities will overwhelm you, that they are growing. Hum 5, unke 25. I mean, why? Shamshan Ghat, Kabristan, why do you need that? You expose if you want the Congress's soft Hinduism, but why do you want to respond to that by engaging in fear-mongering in this country? Why do you want to divide majority minority?
Question. Now, and let me answer. First and foremost, let me categorically mention over here, Hindus never indulge in fear-mongering. Secondly, we have been the most tolerant religion as far as tolerance across the globe is concerned, so I'm not going to buy this that we have been intolerant.
Hinduism is tolerant, yes. Not Hindutva.
No.
Hindutva is directed against the community. Make the distinction.
Just a second. If we were all that wrong, there was no reason as to why the Congress party should be imitating us. All this imitation.
They claim they're not imitating you. They claim that their leaders go to every religious site. Your leaders will exclusively focus on Hindu sites.
Even if you shout from the rooftop, and just a second, Rajdeep, you have asked me a question, let me answer. Rajdeep, even if you shout from the rooftop that their leaders have been doing this since ages, even if Sanjay Jha shouts at the shrillest voice that they have been Hindus since beginning, the people of this country are extremely intelligent. They know that the worst abuse against the Hindus have been conducted in the name of secularism.
Give me an example. Give me an example. You cannot make a blanket statement like that.
Blanket statement, Rajdeep, never ever had the Congress party use the word Islamic terrorism, but they have always used the word Hindu terrorism. They've always spoken for Osama G. RSS, just a second, no, it's not like that. Osama Ji ke saath acha nahi hua. Who was the one? Should I hold a press? You were a quiz master once, Rajdeep. I always love to watch your quiz shows. Should I have a quiz competition over here as to what the Congress party had done? Who did all this? Who said all this?
To say that over the years Hindus have been discriminated against, this is propaganda. This is fear mongering.
Appeasement is the right word. In the name of secularism, appeasement to the hilt. And disregarding
Muslims on socio-economic indicators are at the bottom of the pyramid on most social economic. So where is the appeasement?
Exactly.
So where is the appeasement?
Appeasement. What is the meaning of appeasement?
What is the meaning?
Rajdeep, you have to hear me out. Appeasement means only speaking, not doing. Only loud words, not functioning. That is what the Congress party had been doing for all these years. They did not work for any community. Leave aside the Muslims. Only high, tall words for the Muslims, demean the Hindus, and consider the Muslims as vote bank. That is what appeasement was. Suddenly today they want to show their Janeu. Are the country's people fool? Well, yes.
Is this the real issue? Isn't the real issue the falling rupee, the fact that fuel prices are rising, agrarian distress? Those are the issues. Are you ready to have a debate on that? Or do you want the debate?
Every day evening, I think after this debate, you would be having some other second debate.
No, but I find that, Dr. Patra, you and your party go out of the way to have debates on religion. In a sense, the Congress is falling into your trap.
Rajdeep, I don't think we have dictated this debate, but Rajdeep, just give me 10 seconds to give my feeling over here. Yes. Sanjay was right. Everyone has a personal choice. When the flight that Mr. Gandhi was traveling was wobbling and he take a decision that I'll go to Kailash Yatra, fine, we have no issues. But I can vouch, I can bet today that had it been pre-2014, the same would have happened. Mr. Rahul Gandhi chadar chadhane jate kisi mazar par, mandir nahi jate.
Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. That's your view, Dr. Patra. Sanjay Jha, you've also had your view. Clearly, what we are seeing is the politics of both sides, in a sense, as a subtext, trying to make it clear they are at the end of the day good Hindus. Now, who's the better Hindu? We leave that at times to the voter to judge. But I do hope that the debate will focus on real issues like the economy in the future, and that is where elections should be won and lost. Sanjay Jha, Dr. Patra, thanks very much for joining me on the news today. I don't really have my take for that. Maybe I too fell into the trap of discussing an issue which unfortunately can only lead to polarization. But let me then wrap up the show today without my take, but with our popular polytune, So Shairi, or So Sorry, but in this case So Shairi, because in itself it reflects perhaps the dilemmas of our politicians when they turn to religion at election time. Thanks for watching. Good night, goodbye.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.